Portugal is a country that truly touches your soul. It's a place where the sun sets over a vast, seemingly endless ocean, painting the sky in brilliant shades of orange and pink. This is Europe's westernmost edge, a land that for centuries looked out at the horizon and wondered what lay beyond. That spirit of discovery is still alive today, not just in its grand monuments, but in the warm welcome you receive from its people. Imagine standing on a cliff, the Atlantic breeze in your hair, listening to the powerful crash of waves below. It's a feeling of being at the very end of the continent, a truly special and memorable experience that stays with you long after you've left. This is a nation defined by its deep connection to the sea, a history that is written in stone castles, and a culture that sings with a unique and heartfelt emotion. From the moment you arrive, you feel a sense of timelessness. You can wander through ancient city streets where every corner seems to have a story to tell. You might hear the sad, beautiful melodies of Fado music drifting from a small tavern, a sound that perfectly captures the Portuguese spirit. This is not just a place to see, it's a place to feel. It's a country that invites you to slow down, to savor each moment, and to appreciate the simple, profound beauty of a sunset over the water. The land itself is full of wonderful contrasts. In the south, you'll find golden beaches and sunny skies that seem to last forever. Travel north, and the landscape transforms into a lush, green world of rolling hills and winding rivers. And out in the ocean, the islands of Madeira and the Azores offer their own unique climates and spectacular scenery. This diversity means that Portugal offers something for every kind of traveler, whether you are looking for relaxation, adventure, or a deep dive into history. It's a compact country, but it is packed with an incredible variety of experiences, making every day of your journey different from the last. As we begin this journey together, think of Portugal as a treasure chest waiting to be opened. Inside, you will find not only beautiful sights, but also rich traditions, delicious food, and a feeling of warmth that is hard to find anywhere else. It is a country that has proudly maintained its identity for centuries, a place where the past and present live side by side in perfect harmony. So, let's explore this captivating land of oceans, castles, and Fado, and discover why so many people who visit fall in love with its unique and gentle charm. It's a journey that promises to be as rewarding as it is unforgettable. Portugal's geography is as unique as its culture. Look at a map of Europe, and you will see it right on the edge, a long strip of land with Spain as its only neighbor. For nearly 900 years, its borders have remained almost exactly the same, making it one of the oldest and most stable nations in Europe. This long history has given the country a strong sense of identity. Its entire western and southern edge is a massive coastline along the Atlantic Ocean. This constant presence of the sea has shaped everything, from the food people eat to the songs they sing. It is the reason Portugal became a nation of explorers, and you can still feel that adventurous spirit today. The climate in Portugal changes quite a bit as you travel through the country. In the south, in the famous Algarve region, you will find a wonderful Mediterranean climate. This means long, hot, sunny summers and mild winters, perfect for enjoying the beautiful beaches all year round. As you travel north, the weather becomes more influenced by the Atlantic. It is generally cooler and wetter, which is why the north is so green and fertile. This is where you will find rolling hills covered in vineyards and forests. This variety in climate means that Portugal can grow many different kinds of crops and offer diverse landscapes for visitors to enjoy. Then there are the islands, which are like little worlds of their own. Madeira, which is closer to Africa than to Europe, has a subtropical climate. It's often called the island of eternal spring because the weather is pleasant all year long, allowing for lush gardens and exotic flowers to grow everywhere. Further out in the middle of the Atlantic are the Azores, a group of 9 volcanic islands. Their climate is mild and often rainy, creating a landscape that is incredibly green and dramatic, with stunning crater lakes and natural hot springs. Each region of Portugal, from the mainland to its islands, offers a completely different but equally beautiful experience. The Atlantic Ocean is more than just a body of water for the Portuguese. It is a way of life. For centuries, it has provided food, jobs, and a connection to the rest of the world. The ocean's influence is everywhere you look. You will see fishermen mending their nets in coastal villages, smell the fresh sea air in the bustling port cities, and taste the delicious, fresh seafood in almost every restaurant. The ocean has shaped the country's history, its economy, and its very soul. It has brought both great wealth and great sorrow, and this deep, complex relationship is a key part of what makes Portugal so fascinating. Portugal's history is long and full of stories, and you can see it everywhere in the magnificent castles that dot the landscape. These stone fortresses stand as proud reminders of a time of kings, knights, and epic battles. In Lisbon, the capital city, the impressive castle of São Jorge sits high on a hill, watching over the city just as it has for centuries. From its walls, you can enjoy breathtaking views of the red-roofed buildings and the Tagus River below. Another amazing example is the town of Óbidos, which is completely surrounded by medieval walls. Walking along these walls feels like stepping back in time, giving you a real sense of the country's rich and powerful past. Beyond its castles, Portugal has a unique relationship with nature, especially with its Cork oak trees. You might be surprised to learn that Portugal produces more than half of the world's cork. This is a very important industry for the country's economy, but it is also wonderful for the environment. The cork is harvested from the bark of the trees without cutting them down, which means the forests can continue to grow and support a wide variety of wildlife. These cork forests are beautiful, peaceful places, and they play a vital role in preventing the land from turning into desert. So, when you see a bottle of wine with a cork stopper, there is a good chance it came from one of these special Portuguese forests. The cities in Portugal are a lively mix of old and new. Places like Lisbon and Porto are buzzing with energy, attracting visitors from all over the world. The streets are often filled with the cheerful sound of old-fashioned trams rattling along narrow, cobbled lanes. You will find modern shops and restaurants right next to historic buildings decorated with beautiful painted tiles, known as azulejos. This blend of history and modern life makes the cities fascinating to explore. There is always something new to discover, whether it is a hidden courtyard, a colorful street art mural, or a small family-run shop that has been there for generations. This combination of history, nature, and lively culture makes Portugal a truly special destination. The country has done a wonderful job of preserving its heritage while also embracing the future. The castles tell stories of a powerful past, the cork forests show a deep respect for nature, and the cities are full of life and creativity. It is this balance that gives Portugal its unique character and charm. It is a country that feels both ancient and youthful at the same time, offering a rich and rewarding experience for anyone who takes the time to explore its many layers. This is a land that is proud of its roots and eager to share its stories with the world. To truly understand Portugal, you must experience its food, which is simple, fresh, and honestly, just incredibly delicious. One of the most famous treats you will find is the pastel de nata, This is a small custard tart with a flaky crust and a creamy sweet filling that is often sprinkled with cinnamon. You will see them in every bakery window, and really, they are the perfect snack to enjoy with a cup of coffee. Another national dish is bacalhau, which is dried and salted cod. It is said that there are more than 365 ways to cook bacalhau, one for every day of the year. That just shows how important this fish is to Portuguese cuisine and culture. The love for seafood goes far beyond just bacalhau. With such a long coastline, it is no surprise that fish and shellfish are a huge part of the diet. In coastal towns, you can watch the fishing boats bring in their daily catch, and then enjoy that same fresh fish grilled to perfection in a local restaurant. Simple preparations are often the best, with the fish seasoned with just a little olive oil, garlic, and salt to let its natural flavor shine. Portugal is also a major producer of high-quality olive oil, which is used generously in almost every dish, along with a wonderful variety of spices like piri-piri, saffron, and cinnamon, which hint at the country's history of global trade. But you know, the soul of Portugal is not just found in its food, it is also heard in its music. Fado is a traditional style of music that is unique to Portugal. It is often sung by a solo performer, accompanied by a Portuguese guitar. The songs are typically sad and full of emotion, telling stories of love, loss, and longing for something or someone that is gone. This feeling is known as saudade, a deep, emotional state of nostalgia and melancholy. It is a word that is difficult to translate, but you can feel its meaning when you listen to the powerful, heartfelt melodies of Fado. It is a beautiful and moving part of Portuguese culture. The Portuguese language itself is another important part of the country's legacy. While Portugal is a small country, its language is spoken by over 250 million people around the world, making it one of the most spoken languages globally. This is a direct result of Portugal's age of discovery, when its explorers traveled to places like Brazil, Angola, and Mozambique. Today, Portuguese is a bridge that connects people across continents, a living reminder of the country's powerful and influential history. Hearing the language spoken in the streets, from the markets of Lisbon to the villages of the Azores, connects you to this vast global community and the rich cultural heritage it represents. Porto, Portugal's second largest city, is a place with a character all its own. It is built on the steep hills overlooking the Douro River, and its historic center, the Ribeira district, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This area is a colorful maze of narrow, winding streets, tall, skinny houses, and lively riverside cafes. One of the most iconic sites is the Dom Luís I Bridge, a massive double-decker metal arch bridge that connects Porto to the city of Vila Nova de Gaia on the other side of the river. The best time to visit is in the spring or autumn, when the weather is mild and the city is less crowded, allowing you to comfortably wander and soak in the atmosphere. Of course, you cannot talk about Porto without mentioning its world-famous port wine. Across the river in Gaia, you will find the famous port wine cellars, where the wine is aged in large wooden barrels. You can take a tour of these cellars to learn how port is made and, of course, enjoy a tasting of the different varieties, from rich fruity ruby ports to nutty, complex tawny ports. Porto is also a great city for food lovers. A must-try local specialty is the francesinha, a hearty sandwich filled with different meats, covered in melted cheese, and served in a hot, tangy tomato and beer sauce. It is a true taste of the city's robust and generous spirit. Just a short train ride from Lisbon lies the magical town of Sintra, a place that feels like it has been lifted straight from the pages of a fairy tale. Nestled in the cool green hills, Sintra is famous for its stunning palaces and mysterious estates. The most famous of these is the Pena Palace, a colorful castle painted in bright reds and yellows, perched high on a hill with incredible views of the surrounding area. It is a whimsical mix of different architectural styles, making it look like something out of a dream. Exploring its terraces and rooms is an unforgettable experience, a true journey into a fantasy world. Sintra is also home to other incredible sights, like the ancient Moorish castle, whose stone walls snake along the mountain ridges, offering a glimpse into the region's medieval past. Then there is the Quinta da Regaleira, a mysterious estate with hidden tunnels, secret grottos, and an incredible initiation well that spirals deep into the earth. The town itself is a charming place to explore, with small shops selling local crafts and delicious pastries, including the local specialty, the Queijada de Sintra, a small, sweet cheese tart. Sintra is a place of wonder and imagination, a must-see for anyone visiting Portugal who wants to be enchanted. Far out in the Atlantic Ocean lies Madeira, an island of breathtaking natural beauty. Known as the floating garden of the Atlantic, Madeira is famous for its dramatic volcanic cliffs that plunge straight into the deep blue sea. The island is covered in lush vegetation and colorful flowers that bloom all year round, thanks to its mild subtropical climate. One of the best ways to experience its stunning landscape is by walking along the levadas, a network of irrigation channels that crisscross the island. These paths will take you through dense laurel forests, alongside waterfalls, and to viewpoints with spectacular panoramic vistas of the mountains and the ocean. The capital city, Funchal, is a charming and vibrant place. Its historic center is filled with beautiful old buildings, and the famous Mercado dos Lavradores is a feast for the senses. Here you will find vendors selling an incredible variety of exotic fruits, beautiful flowers, and fresh fish, including the local specialty, the black scabbard fish. For an unforgettable experience, you can take a cable car ride up the mountain to the village of Monte, where you can visit the beautiful Monte Palace Tropical Garden. Afterwards, you can enjoy a thrilling ride back down the hill in a traditional wicker toboggan, steered by two men in classic white uniforms. Back on the mainland, the southernmost region of Portugal, is the Algarve, a paradise for sun and sea lovers. This region is famous for its stunning coastline, which features some of the most beautiful beaches in Europe. You will find long stretches of golden sand, as well as small, secluded coves hidden between dramatic limestone cliffs. The sea has carved incredible caves, grottos, and arches into the rock formations, which are best explored by taking a boat tour from one of the coastal towns. The clear turquoise water is perfect for swimming, kayaking, and simply relaxing in the sun. The best months to visit are from May to October, when the weather is warm and sunny. The Algarve is also home to many charming towns and villages. Lagos is a historic town with a lively atmosphere, beautiful beaches, and a picturesque old town surrounded by ancient walls. Further west, you will find Sagres, a place that feels like the end of the world. It was from here that many of Portugal's famous explorers began their voyages. The dramatic wind-swept cliffs and the powerful Atlantic waves create a sense of raw, untamed nature. Whether you are looking for a relaxing beach holiday or an adventurous coastal exploration, the Algarve offers a perfect blend of natural beauty and laid-back charm. In the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, about a third of the way between Portugal and North America, lies the incredible archipelago of the Azores. This group of 9 volcanic islands is a true paradise for nature lovers and adventurers. The landscape here is unlike anywhere else in Portugal, shaped by its volcanic origins. you will find dramatic green mountains, deep blue crater lakes, bubbling hot springs, and fields of black volcanic rock. Each island has its own unique character, but they all share a sense of wild, untouched beauty that is truly captivating. This is a place to disconnect from the busy world and reconnect with nature. One of the most iconic sites in the Azores is Sete Cidades, on the island of São Miguel. This is a massive volcanic crater that holds two beautiful lakes, one blue and one green, separated by a narrow bridge. The view from the top of the crater rim is absolutely breathtaking and is one of the most photographed images of Portugal. São Miguel is also home to the Furnas Valley, an active volcanic area where you can see steam rising from the ground and swim in natural hot springs heated by the earth. Here, locals even cook a special stew called cozido das furnas by burying pots in the hot volcanic soil. The Azores are also one of the best places in the world for whale and dolphin watching. The deep waters surrounding the islands are a migration route for many different species, and you can take a boat tour for a chance to see these magnificent creatures up close. The islands also offer endless opportunities for outdoor activities, such as hiking along stunning coastal trails, kayaking in the crater lakes, and exploring volcanic caves. On the island of São Miguel, you can even visit Europe's only tea plantations, where you can walk through the tea fields and sample the locally grown tea. It is a unique and peaceful experience. In conclusion, Portugal is a country that offers an incredible journey for the senses and the soul. From the historic cities and fairy tale palaces of the mainland to the lush gardens of Madeira and the wild volcanic landscapes of the Azores, there is so much to discover. It is a land of beautiful sunsets, emotional music, delicious food, and warm, welcoming people. Its ancient castles speak of a proud history, while its deep connection to the ocean tells a story of adventure and discovery. Portugal is a country that stays with you, a place that invites you to feel its unique rhythm and to carry a piece of its gentle, heartfelt saudade with you wherever you go.